Hello and welcome to daily news analysis of the Indian Express and the Hindu. So in this video, we will look at some of news items and editorials that are relevant from our exam point of view. And then in the end, we will look at MCQs framed on today's newspaper. So let's get started. Now, before moving forward, 7 sets under this MCQ video series are already out, which involves questions covering current affairs, PYQs, and your complete syllabus. So if you have not watched this series, then please go and watch it. It will be highly beneficial and will give a boost to your prelims preparation. So let's get started. First news item is on the table, higher education body with powers to impose penalty up to 5 crore. So government has been thinking to introduce HECI bill in upcoming winter session, which would replace UGC, that is University Grant Commission, a statutory body to look after college and university affairs. So currently UGC is an overarching body to regulate the higher education, where it looks after various aspects of higher education in terms of syllabus change, in terms of fees regulation, in terms of curbing of setting up fake universities and taking action against those who are violating the norms that are set up under UGC. But there has been various complaints as well as various criticism about its functioning, that it has not been able to curb the fake universities, as well as its structure or its powers are not up to mark where it can take action. So in this regard, Higher Education Commission of India will be a new body which would look after higher education in India. And in that regard, it says that the punishment, the fine would be up to 5 crore for violators. Currently, it is only 1000 rupees for violation of UGC norms. Even if one establishes a fake university, the fine is of 1000 rupees. So it does not create any deterrence. So in that respect, it says that the fine would be increased, and further it will be having more representation from states as well. So let us see the development in this regard, but for time being, this is enough. Now moving forward, LAC is stable but unpredictable. China building infrastructure, Army Chief. So our Army Chief had said that currently line of actual control is stable and there is no issues around it, but the situation is unpredictable given China is building infrastructure at a very fast pace. So it may create troubles in future. So let us see a few facts about LAC, that is line of actual control. So LAC, basically line of actual control, is a demarcation between India and China. It is different from LOC, that is line of control, that is with Pakistan. The LOC was designated in 1972 after Simla Agreement, and thereafter it was delineated on the map as it was agreed by both nations. But when it comes to LAC, it is only a concept and it is not agreed by both nations. So remember, it is not agreed by both nations, it is a disputed line. As you can see that India considers LAC up to 3.4 lakh 4,000 kilometer, whereas China considers it to be around only 2,000 kilometer. So LAC has been divided into 3 sectors, that is eastern sector, middle sector, and western sector. So if you see that, so this is eastern sector, this is middle sector, and this is western sector. So these 2 sectors are most disturbed sectors. And the McMahon line, which was drawn in 1914, is along east sector. Yeah. So keep these facts in mind. Now moving forward, this news item pertains to foreign affairs, where at top level meeting in September, government took call to double Russia trade. So India has been pursuing its independent foreign policy when it comes to relations with West and Russia. So in this regard, it is saying that India has been importing oil from Russia and its share has increased from 1% to 22%, which is highest. So it says that Further, government has taken decision to double the oil imports given it is available at discounted prices, which shows that India is following an independent foreign policy irrespective of the pressures from West like USA and other countries. Also, it reflects India giving preference to national interest and economic considerations in its foreign policy and maintains strategic autonomy in this regard. Further, our external affairs minister and Ukraine counterpart are meeting on the sidelines of East Asia Summit, which will be going to held in Cambodia. So in this regard, let us see few facts about East Asia Summit. So East Asia Summit was established in 2005. It is a form of 18 regional countries in Indo-Pacific region. It works on 6 priority areas of regional cooperation, which includes environment, finance, global health, and Asian connectivity, etc. Its membership include 10 members of ASEAN, which we will discuss later that which are these 10 countries, and 8 other members, which include Australia, China, Japan, India, New Zealand, Republic of Korea, Russia, and USA. So East Asia Summit started in 2005, consists of 18 members, ASEAN plus 8 other members. This information is sufficient. Now moving forward, this news item is also related to ASEAN. Indo-ASEAN dialogue is going on currently on the sidelines of East Asia Summit, which will be held in coming days. So in this regard, India supports Asian centrality in the Indo-Pacific region, Dhankad. So our Vice President is visiting along with our external affairs ministers, where he emphasized that Asian centrality is in the view of India-Pacific region, and India considers ASEAN as an integral part of India's Indo-Pacific policy. So let us see a few facts about India and ASEAN. So India accorded dialogue partner status in 1992 to ASEAN, and further in recently concluded meeting, ASEAN India Comprehensive Strategic Partnership, this was agreed upon by both parties. So currently India and ASEAN have comprehensive strategic partnership. Further, India signed FTA, free trade agreement, with ASEAN in 2010. So keep these facts in mind. And 2022 year marks 30 years of relation with Asian nations, because 1992 Indo-ASEAN had dialogue partner status. So 30 years have passed since that event. So India and ASEAN grouping is celebrating 30th anniversary in 2022. Now let us see which are 10 member countries of ASEAN. So ASEAN was formed in 1967 via Bangkok Declaration. Its 10 members are all the Southeast Asian nations from Myanmar. So Myanmar, Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia, Thailand, Malaysia, Indonesia, Brunei, Philippines. So these are 10 members of ASEAN. Moving forward, this news item pertains to economy. Inflation, a major concern. Expect October print to be under 7%, RBI governor. So the retail inflation in India has been nearly around 7% in past 3 quarters, and it has breached the limit that was set up under RBI Act 1934 for Monetary Policy Committee, and the limit was to maintain the inflation between 2% to 6%. 2% to 6%. because the mandate was 4% plus minus 2%. So it comes out as between 2% and 6%. So this was breached. So in that regard, our RBI governor has said that this quarter's inflation would be under 7%, but it would be still be over 6%. So let us see few fact about monetary policy committee, which look after inflation targeting. So it consists of 6 members, 3 appointed by central government and 3 are from RBI, central government, and it is chaired by RBI governor. So keep these facts in mind. Now moving forward, recently our Commerce Affairs Minister is in USA to participate in Indo-Pacific Economic Framework. So in that regard, he has said that Indo-US trade may reach 500 to 600 billion dollar by 2030. So currently, Indo-US trade is at around 175 billion dollar, which is India's largest trade partner. So USA is India's largest trade partner currently. So he said that our trade will reach up to 500 to 600 billion dollar in next 8 to 10 years. So he was speaking this at Indo-Pacific Economic Framework. So let us see a few facts about it. So it is a US-led initiative to strengthen economic partnership. It was launched in 2021 with a total of 13 members. USA plus 12 others, and India is one of 12 members. It is not a free trade agreement, but it allows members to negotiate the parts they want to. So basically, under it, there are 4 pillars on which member countries can negotiate among themselves to enhance their economic partnership. So there are 4 pillars. India have agreed to sign on 3 pillars, that is supply chain resilience, clean energy, taxation. But India has opted out from this, and India has said that we will see when we will join this part based on our favorable terms. So India has signed these 3 in the recent IPF meet. So these 3 countries, 13 countries along with India are Australia, Brunei, Fiji, India, Indonesia, Japan, South Korea, Malaysia, New Zealand, Philippines, Singapore, Thailand, US and Vietnam. Remember, no China in it. So that's all about. News item pertains to medical education. MBBS in Hindi lost in transliteration. So recently, Madhya Pradesh has become first state to start MBBS course in bilingual language, that is English and Hindi, to promote Hindi language in medical education as well. So in this regard, some stakeholders in medical community have questioned the viability of this step as to how this will proceed, because the classroom of both English and Hindi medium students are same teachers will teach. So let us see the development in this regard. But to promote Hindi language in medical education, this step has been taken by Madhya Pradesh government. So you can use this as a point in your mains answer writing to promote Hindi language. In another news item, to promote mother tongue, our home minister has said that the medicine and engineering should be taught in mother tongue. So recently he was attending a celebration in Tamil Nadu where he said that teach medicine and engineering in Tamil, so that more and more students who are more familiar with the Tamil language should opt for higher education. And in that respect, the heritage and culture that is around Tamil language would be preserved as well. Now moving forward, so this news item pertains to rainwater harvesting. So it says that recharging groundwater by water harvesting measures. So it has given some facts that India is world largest groundwater user, and among total water use, 90% of this is used in irrigation. So these 2 facts are given from PRELIMS point of view, that India is largest groundwater user and 90% of water used in irrigation purposes. So it says that after the green revolution, The groundwater usage was increased sharply, and as a result, the water table went down. And as water table went down, it is going to be a challenge for people in coming generations, because then they would be facing the water crisis. And it says that there are alarming rates of groundwater depletion that is currently going on, given the high water exploitation that is taking place currently. So it says that by building check dams and rainwater harvesting methods, the groundwater can be recharged. So it has given a case study which says that in semi-arid regions of Saurashtra, thousands of small and large check dams have been built across seasonal rivers, and which have led to increase in groundwater table. So it says that there is a need to opt for rainwater harvesting methods such as check dams, so that more and more water can be stored and it can increase the water table to serve the agricultural as well as drinking purposes. So you can cite this case study that in Saurashtra semi-arid regions, the villagers are using the method of building check dams, so that it is acting as two purposes. First of all, it is reducing soil erosion, and secondly, it is helping in groundwater recharge. So that's all for today. Now let us move to question is, which are correct statements about India-Russia relations? Statement 1, both countries signed friendship treaty in 1965. Statement 2, Russia is largest trade partner of India in Asia. These are your options. You can pause this video for 5 to 10 seconds, try to attempt this question and then listen to the explanation. So when it comes to India-Russia, both have signed a friendship treaty in 1971 amidst Indo-Pak War. So this is wrong, and Russia is not largest trade partner of India in Asia. Rather, it is China, which is largest trade partner of India in Asia. So both are wrong. D is your answer. Moving forward, which are correct statements about LAC and LOC, that is line of actual control and line of control? Statement 1, LAC is borderline between India and Pakistan. Statement 2, LOC is borderline between India and China. And these are your options. So as you discussed that LAC is borderline, though not mutually agreed, but it is a borderline between India and China. Whereas LOC is an agreed borderline under Simla Agreement between India and Pak. So again, I have interchanged these options. So D is your right answer. Moving forward, India's largest trade partner country in the world is USA, China, UAE, and Bangladesh. So as we have discussed that India's largest trade partner country in the world is USA. And second largest trade partner of India is China. Whereas Bangladesh is India's largest trade partner in South Asia. Just remember this fact. So A is right answer. Now moving forward, which are correct statements about East Asia Summit? Statement 1, East Asia Summit is a grouping of 28 member nations. Statement 2, it was established in 2005. Which are correct statements? These are your options. So as you have discussed that East Asia Summit is grouping of 18 member nations, that is 10 Asian plus 8 other member nations, which includes India as well. And it was established in 2005, that is true. So B is right answer. Last question of the day is, which are correct statements about ASEAN, that is Association of Southeast Asian Nations? It is a grouping of 10 Southeast Asian nations formed in 1947. Statement 2, India has become its member recently. And these are your options. So as you discussed, that ASEAN is a grouping of 10 Southeast Asian member nations, but it was formed in 1967 via Bangkok Declaration. So this is wrong, and India is not member of it. The member of this grouping are all are Southeast Asian member nations. So both are wrong. D is your answer. So that's all for today. From tomorrow onwards, I will be continuing the MCQ video series as well. So if you find this video helpful, then please subscribe to this channel for more daily current affair videos. Thank you.